everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Thursday. Um, just been a long week, and I thought, oh my gosh, we've passed 770. Awesome. Sorry, I'm looking at my subs right now. We're past 770 on the subscribers, and that's really cool. We've been hovering around 760 for the last little while, so just 30 more. We got 800. That's really cool. Hello. Sorry, got distracted by good news, I guess. Yeah, it's been a long week. Long week. Oh my God, has it been a long week? Hey, yay, hey Tony, how are you? Yeah, so it's like I said, I'm exhausted. Oh my God, my face is covering, my hands are covering my face right now. But is it while I'm here? Yeah, okay, yeah, I can hear myself talking into my hands. Thought I'd just power wash today because I need to relax a little bit. And Scott's out today. He's away at the moment, so it'll be. I thought I'd just grab a moment where I can chill, power wash. Fantastic news for power washers. A trailer dropped for Power Washer Simulator 2. I'm like, that surprised me. I think it's awesome, especially after the Wallace and Gromit release. I guess now they're aiming for late 2025 for a Power Wash Simulator 2. And I saw I want to say teaser. It was not really a trailer. It was like maybe 15, 20 seconds long. The gnomes were in there. It was really cute. I wish I could play it here, but I can't. Gnomes are in there. And yeah, you got a little sneak peek at some of the levels coming up. I just read a small little article. Didn't have a lot of information, but it did talk about how it is being released late 2025. They're fixing some issues, or they're fixing things that need to be fixed from the first Power Washer. This one I've got today. And I'll just open up Wallace and Gromit while I'm talking. And there's other things. It mentioned that you could start, like, have a home base and decorate the room. So I guess if you take a look at the top right, I've got $56,000 spent. That is a lot of money, and I have nothing to spend it on. Like power washers, everything's purchased, everything's owned. Like it's all owned. I don't need to buy any more power washers. I don't need to buy any more equipment. See, look, it's just all owned. There's nothing new here. So when you're done, like, what's next? So I think what it sounds like is they're trying to. Hang on, is everything bought here too? Yep, everything's owned here. So what's next then? What else can you buy? You just start collecting money and I don't need liquids. I never use liquids. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm looking. There's nothing else. I'm going to sneeze here in a sec. But there's nothing known. The stars, there's no point in the stars. It's okay. I have nothing against it, but I guess it's adding a little bit more to it. You have a home base and you can start decorating it. So, yeah. So Wallace and Gromit, here we go. So we got the next level here, Wallace and Gromit's vehicles. This looks like a smaller level. Maybe this will be enough for... Did I start already? I guess I started by accident. No. Anyways, so I'm looking forward to that. In the trailer, there was a couple things, like there was a parade floats. There seemed to be some old... oh, that's right. I was... I remember now. That was worth the 2% right there. Still stands up. Hang on, I'm missing something here. I need exclamation mark. Boop. That's important. I need exclamation mark. Boop. Exclamation. 3 exclamation marks. I gotta make sure that looks like a K. Katie sucks. Sorry, Katie. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, so yeah, I'm looking forward to Power Wash Simulator 2. It looks like there could be some cool things. I'm very curious to see what they have to add on to it. I'm wondering, like, how much is going to be better graphics? I don't know. It'll be interesting. I hope, one of the things I hope they don't change is fall damage. One of the things I like in this game is if I can climb up as high as I want and fall, I don't hurt myself. This is not a game to be stressed out. Oh, hang on. There's a trophy in this one. I remember there's a trophy. What was What was the trophy again? Hang on, I'm gonna go check my trophies, which you guys cannot see. Trophies. I'm just looking through here. Wallace and Gromit. Complete the Wallace and vehicle job. Okay. In the Wallace and Gromit vehicle job, clean the techno trousers first. All right. These are the techno trousers? Yes, they are. All right, let's clean these first, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Hang on. Wait. There we go. It's the wrong trousers, Gromit. There we go. Little clean. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm in no rush, but I am looking forward to it. How are you doing here so far? Oop. On the other side. How about the back? Did I screw it up, or? I guess, no, if I clean the whole thing, I guess is what it is. Get the undercarriage. There we go. Looking good so far. Upsie daisy. Yeah, so, yeah, like I said, looking forward to that. Not as much as I'm looking forward to the spring break. Holy mother of pearl, it's been a long week. Is this it? Is this all clean now? I have a feeling I'm missing something here. Oh, yeah, was it something missing there? Oh, I wear it. Trousers, boot. Not to get into it, but the week has been long. Oh, I got the trophy. Squeaky clean strides. I did get the trophy. Yay. All right, now clean. Let's do this guy next. Oh, I remember this now. I was, sorry, I'm very quiet right now because I'm just kind of enjoying the moment here. But off air, we were trying to figure out what movie to review next. It was my turn. I thought it was Hose Nose's turn, but it was my turn. So I went through my list. I had a list written down. I couldn't seem to find it, so I had to make a new list, and it's hard because you have to do it from memory. That's why we write things down, right? And so I had so many to choose from. Lately I've been, I'm on YouTube, and you kind of like start seeing little clips of different movies that cross your path, like Maverick, the James Garner and Mel Gibson, Jodie Foster movie. Maverick was kept coming across my line of sight. And I remember enjoying that movie. And I was like, you know what? I want to maybe watch a Mel Gibson movie before maybe before we knew Mel Gibson was a freaking whack job. It's tough because there's a lot of Mel Gibson movies I like, but that guy's a friggin' maniac in real life. I don't understand him. And just saying that right now, part of me is like, maybe that's why we shouldn't just watch it. I haven't quite. But I like Maverick. Maverick is a great movie. Great little cowboy movie. I know Jamie loves his cowboy movies. There is a movie that I've wanted to review for a while called Falling Down with Kirk Douglas. But then it's just the way things are in our geopolitical world, I found it would trigger me too much. And I really didn't want the episode to be me waving my fist and shaking at the sky and getting frustrated. I want to escape reality, so I had to not do Falling Down, but it's still on my list. These movies are still on my list. I mean, even Lethal Weapon is somewhere on my list somewhere. And so I'm like, okay, what other movie? There's a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is one of the movies on my list. I don't know if I could go for that right now. Something it's not reaching out to me. There were some other movies that were on my list. Purple Rain, the Prince one, but I just it's so unknown. I've never seen it. I want to watch it out of curiosity, and I'm not in the mood to do a movie that could be just a complete flop in my mind. I want something like a fail-safe that I can enjoy. Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels was in there. Hackers was in there. So, Hackers was a close one, too. I'm like, okay, maybe that one. But I ended up picking a movie that was goofy, weird, silly, one I really enjoyed, and something that will also trigger Jamie. Oh, speaking of Jamie, triggering Jamie, I got something here for him. But so I picked Quick and the Dead, starring Sharon Stone and Cameron. Was it Cameron Crowe? Yeah, Sharon Stone, Crowe, Leonardo DiCaprio, and of course the late great Gene Hackman. I thought, especially that, I especially picked this one because of Gene Hackman. And I'm like, okay, this is the one we're gonna watch. So we're gonna watch Quick and the Dead because it is like I've been watching like clips on YouTube, and I remember how much I enjoyed this movie, but realized how dumb this movie is. It's just like Waterworld level dumb at times, just without the budget. So yeah, so that's the movie we're gonna watch. I gotta watch it sometime this weekend. Oh, I'm looking so forward to it. Just this whole it's a good ensemble movie with so many different characters, so many wonderful actors, and Leonardo DiCaprio, and and just the whole concept of like this. It's almost like a sports movie in many ways because it's a tournament movie. All these cowboys have a shootout, have a like it's a gun slinging shootout tournament in this town where Gene Hackman is just running roughshod over these poor citizens. So I'm thinking, you know what? I think that's the movie we're going to watch. I think there's a lot of fun things to talk about, and the fact that, like I said, it will drive Jamie nuts. I know he does not like this movie. I don't know why he doesn't like this movie. I think he's more of a cowboy purist. And there's a lot of good cowboy movies out there. I'm not a cowboy movie fan. And how did our snowman O'Tron get so filthy? Yeah, I'm not a cowboy movie fan. There's a couple great ones out there. Tombstone's fantastic. I'm now can't think of a single other one that crossed my mind. I've not been filling him with mud pies, have you, Gromit? I want to watch Blazing Saddles, but I know that's on somebody else's list, so I've just kind of left that one alone. And I believe it's a sensitive one too, so I think we gotta be in the right mood for this one. Is this thing move? I like a couple. Yeah, I like a couple. I have seen a few. I think if you mention some, it'll cross my mind. I know, like, quick, like Clint Eastwood movies. I've seen a bunch of those ones, obviously. I mean, how do you not see some of those? Good, the bad, the ugly, that sort of thing. And they're good. They're really good. You, me both, brother. Oh my goodness, this has been a sucky. Do you wonder I wonder if it's got to do, like, the crappiness of the week it has to do with the time change. I'm wondering if that's smug. Oh man, I gotta talk about that. Oh my god, I gotta talk about that. But first, like the crappy week. It's been a crappy week for a lot of people, myself included. And I'm wondering if the time change had a lot to do with it. It was the Technochaz has seen better days. Oh no! That's got nothing to do with time change. Holy cow, dude. Are you okay? Holy cow. Did you get out okay? Holy smokes. I hope you're alright. I hope everybody's alright. Yeah, the time change had an effect, I know, on their kids. But, oh, you're sore. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, dude. Did it have to do with the time change? I know a lot of people were tired. It affected our kids, you know, the way they operate and regulate themselves, and what do you call it? Routine is the word I'm looking for. It does have a massive effect on routine, and for a lot of kids, routine is everything. Routine is everything. Like today, we went on a field trip for bowling. We were so excited, planned this thing for weeks, and the bowling alley forgot we were coming. They checked the night before, last night. They contact us to confirm things. We get there. There's nobody there. They didn't tell their workers that we were coming to bowl. Holy cow! And what is it like? People are just kind of loopy, I guess. T-boned the sun in my eyes, and I thought, holy cow, T-bone. Oh my god. T-boning. Oh my gosh, yeah. T-bone's a dangerous one. Turning left. So I'm assuming you got T-boned on the passenger side. Was hopefully nobody was in the passenger side? Wow. Oops, there we go. Clean the top here. Yeah, dude, I know what to say. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, the insurance will help out with that. Oh, okay, that's positive. It was just you in the car. Yeah, that's one of my fears as a dad. Just making sure that Scott's protected and safe. There we go. Turn around. There we go. Well, I hope everything's good. I mean, keep an eye out. Obviously, things don't some. No, don't worry about it. Of course, I mean, you're just sharing here. Like I said, I hope the insurance helps you out through the whole process. I know they try to find every way they can not to pay things, but and that's usually it's bad enough we have to struggle with the incident itself. It's worse that we have to. Oh, that's good. It's worse that we have to fight with the people that are there. So technically to help us in times of need. Well, it's not always the case, right? It's not about us. It's about making a profit. It always has been. Always will be. Elbows up, chin up. Oh, look at this. There's a lot of little things hidden in here. I'm already 74% done on this one. Interesting. There we go. There we go. It's the undercarriage there. That's that one. Oh, the tire. There's the tire. Is anything else in this one? I feel like I'm missing. Oh, there's a bit up there. I see. There we go. I'm looking forward to spring break. Oh, yes, this smug. So I gotta talk about this. Now, I had no idea this thing was called Smug. When I saw this here, it immediately triggered memories because I know that there's a famous brand called Smeg that makes fridges, toasters, blenders, whatever, and they're called, like I said, Smeg, and it's the same sort of font design, very minimalistic, with this metal name that goes across the front there. But now I laugh because if you've ever watched any Red Dwarf, that's where I think a lot of people have learned what the term Smeg is just through them. It has another meaning. Well, to be scientific, smegma. And if you don't know what smegma is, oh, hang on, is this thing open? Did I see a thing open here? Pick up. Hang on. Pick up. Oh, okay. Sorry. So yeah, it means something else. And if you ever watch Red Dwarf, that's usually where you've learned the term. Now, why this company? And I assume it's a British company. I don't know why I assumed that, because I think I saw a fridge that had the Union Jack. I saw this in Victoria one time. It was the Union Jack fridge made by Smeg. There's just no excuse anymore. And so but it's not widely known because my parents bought a kettle and a couple other items. I think it was a toaster with Smeg on the side. And and it's startling. You come in to visit your mom and dad. You come in there, And hey, mom, hey, dad, how you doing? They're like, "What you got? A cup of tea?" And I think my mom's British. She's Scottish, but she doesn't have a Scottish accent. But she loves her home country of Holland and Scotland and England. She loves the Queen, all that sort of stuff. And my dad's Canadian, third, fourth, fifth generation Canadian, whatever. And so they're making a cup of tea, and I'm looking at the kettle. It's got black. It's a black and chrome kettle with the word Smeg, and I just start laughing. Oh, hang on, there's something up here. And they're like, "Well, why are you laughing?" I'm like, "Are you really don't know?" And I go, "Do you know what Smeg is?" And at this point now, I'm like, do I tell them and ruin it for my parents, or do I just let it go? Because I swear, like, someone had pulled a joke on my parents at the time. Like, who in the right mind would name something Smeg? It just, but I told them because I'm a mean bastard, and it was just like, this is unreal. Like, why? Oh, I told them, and they didn't appreciate it, but I was just like, I think they just hopefully have ignored it after all this time. I don't know, in the back of their head, maybe they're still thinking about it. They're just like, now I've tainted this kettle. The Smeg kettle is tainted, if you can say that. Snowmatron control panel. It's like I think you know that there's a jacket by the company Moose Knuckles. Who in their right mind? And I bought it. I literally bought the jacket because it said Moose Knuckles on it. And it was a nice jacket too, but I was like, oh, that was the cherry on top. I'm buying the jacket called Moose Knuckles. And I'm just now, I think it's just a joke. And it was at the Bay. I think it's a Canadian brand too. So I bought the jacket really liking it. It sucked. The jacket ripped real quick. So don't buy Moose Knuckles. It sucks. The jacket quality blew chunks. So, anyways, hang on. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what else is there. I think we got the truck left. I think we're done after this. This was a quick one. All right. I'm leaving that aside for later. No, that doesn't suck. You know what sucks? Katie sucks. That's what sucks. Oh, Katie, I'm sorry. It's funny. It's funny. Let's clean this side. Oh my god. It's just gonna be like companies just flat out like vagina, vulva, the company like fuck you or something like that. That's all the companies are now. It's just what's happening. Cracking wash. Lads hit the fast lane, really motoring now. Thank you. I like it when Wallace says cracking. It's a cracking job. Give it time. Oh yeah. Well, I was just having a conversation with our admin, and we were talking about shirts that are inappropriate. Because there's kids are always coming to school with shirts that are just inappropriate. Sometimes it's pictures of certain people smoking on it, or one kid came in with half-naked girl on the back with stars covering the nipples, and he was like, "What, really?" I'm like, "No, don't. What really me? You know dang well what this is." And there's one kid who legit didn't know. Like, he came with a shirt. I could tell it was a knockoff shirt, but it had a picture on the front of the Zigzag pirate. If you know Zigzag, the cigarette paper, and it was a knockoff shirt. I generally think the kid did not know that's what it meant, but it was still showing a picture of someone smoking on the front, and those go against district rules. It's just respect. We don't promote smoking or anything like that. It's like you can't come in with a kokanee shirt, or you can't come in like and language too. Like, I can't allow kids to even come in with a shirt that says "fuck cancer," and I support the idea. Yeah, fuck cancer, but they still can't come in the shirt wearing that. Or it's like coming in with a fuck Trudeau shirt or anything like that, right? whatever your political ideas, I can support fuck cancer, but I can't support the kid wearing the shirt. I mean, not that I've seen that, but I'm just saying, it's not just because, oh, this is too risque. No, it's called appropriateness and professionalism. And so, anyways, it's so we were talking about that, and I remember years ago there were shirts that said FCUK. I can't remember the company. It was something United Kingdom, and it was this hidden shirt of just like it's just a way to hide the word fuck on it. And that's and the kids are always going to try to find a way to kind of get away with something. That's just the way kids are. Not faulting them too much, but any which way. So I just found that funny. That relates to the smeg that we talk about. It's just some things are just like I've always pushed the line growing up. Yeah, me no, I've never really. I was too scared to. I was always trying to be the good kid. There you go. Some people, yeah, it's fun for a lot of people. Not for me. It was not fun. I mean, there's a little bit. I think every kid tries to get away with something, but my level of getting away was very tame. I tried to stay on the straight and narrow a lot of the time. I was able to go through high school without smoking or drinking smoking a single butt or drinking a single drop. I just didn't want to get in trouble, but at the same time, I saw my friends getting too shit faced, and it was just not fun to watch. It was just like I didn't want to do that. I didn't mind being the reliable one to help them get home or something like that, or just walk them home or whatever. And drugs really never interested me, and smoking just seemed like a dumb thing. I didn't understand. I don't understand the purpose of smoking, and hopefully my son feels the same way. I'm hoping. So far, so good, but it's always we have to have those talks. And it's now smoking is being replaced by vaping, and people think, oh, vaping's fine. It's just steam. And they'll get caught in that. So I've had partners who have vaped, and yeah, I let them do it. So it's not like I have a choice. It's not like I let them do it. I'm sorry, that really sounded like ownership. But at first I thought I wouldn't be able to date someone who vaped, but I realized that it was not as invasive as smoking. But also, sometimes people did it because they were fighting other things, right? And sometimes, like, it isn't as in your face as smoking was. But so it was just like I was able to live with it. So drinking was a big thing. You had to. You're in Toronto. Ha! Just kidding. Sorry. I think drinking's a big thing in any culture, really. It's just not something I want to do. And I still haven't smoked a single cigarette. I remember, what was it, when I was 32 or 35, I think it was. 35, and for the first time I put a cigarette to my lips. Not lit, just a raw cigarette to my lips. I wanted to know what it felt like, how light it was, because I was shocked. Like, I'd never touched it. I was shocked when I picked up a pack how light it was. I'm like, well, hang on, why is this so light? And I took one out and put it to my lips. I'm like, this sucker is so light. It's paper and a bit of sawdust. I joked around. I think I'm missing something here. It was interesting to see how light it was, but I never lit it, obviously. Bakery truck bonnet ornament. Is that this one here? There's that. Bakery truck ventilation fan. I think that's ventilation. Oh, that's up top here, I think. It's this right here. The bakery truck. Yeah, that's it. All right, see. There he is. And the plain body rim. Oh, we forgot the plain body rim. That's this one. That's this one. This one. So underneath usually is. There we go. Oh, I got a trophy. Now we're motoring. New job available. All right, instant replay. This is a quickie one. I think this is one of those. This is a good one where it just gives you a selection of different vehicles and you just go flying through. I like this one. It was fun. All right, we got time for another one here. Well, you zoom through that, Walsh lad. Pole position cleaning. No, pole position cleaning. What do you say to a test drive, Gromit? All right, hang on here. We're going to continue. The moon rocket. Ooh, look at this. Grand to be back on the moon, Gromit. Though our rocket's a tad dirty from all the blasting around. While I'm off cheese gathering, perhaps we can get Washlad to apply some elbow grease. All right. Before we continue, I'm going to do the Pale Rider ASMR of the day. Unfortunately, it is in a bottle again. It's orange cream cola Coke, but zero sugars. So hang on. Can we try this? Hang on. Come on, come on. Oh, that was sad. That was like a loose fart. The con is cheap. Cheese. It's cheese, Gromit. Interesting. Interesting. It's obviously not as sweet because it shows sugar. It's got that aspartame backwash that I'm not a big fan of. Still tastes like orange cream, but less so. I kind of like the original with the sugar. All right. Is this the last level? Oh my god. Oh, look at this. This is pretty cool. Is this cheese all over the place? Cotton correct. Auto correct. Cotton correct. I love it. That's good. The cotton correct failed me. Oh, look how big this is. Oh, this is honking. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 levels. This is a big one. Do I start at the top? Look at this. Hang on. I wonder if there's any Easter eggs here. This is cute. Oh, this is very cool. All right, hang on. Boop. I wonder how far I can go. I'm just curious if they're... Wow, I'm actually... Okay, I've hit the wall here. Yeah, it went from... It went to extremes here. Okay, this is as far as I can go. I'm trying to... I'm going to go around the perimeter. Oops. Okay, there we go. This reminds me of Mystery Science Theater 3000 for some reason. Okay, can't go past here. Won't let me jump over that. Okay. Oh, so let's hit a wall here. Okay, can I go around here? Tony, you have the con this weekend, or was that last weekend? Okay, we hit the wall here. Won't let me go past this one. And I don't see anything interesting either. Won't let me go past this one. It looks just like the show, though, eh? That's really cool. Oh, now... Oh. Last week, how did it go, sir? Did you have a good turnout? Everything go okay? I've been in a time warp this last week. And there's nothing seems to be standing out here. It's interesting. It won't let me go past this. Oh, you have to back up because, yeah, that makes sense, eh? Yeah, there's nothing really interesting here. It's, I'm looking around. That's good. Busting ghosts. Okay. Where should I start? I'm wondering if I should do this first, or should... Oh, hang on. There's an inside. Holy cow. There's an inside. Really? I like this one. Look at this. You had a huge setup. Oh, that's good. How many people in your Ghostbusters team showed up? I guess I want to do the inside first. Hang on. Can you hear that? You can hear the. Oh my God, that's the sound the computer made in the show. Oh, that's so cool. Can I interact with anything? Oh, it's a camera. All right, here's the first thing is getting cleaned. One small step for wash, lad. One giant leap for cleaning. I'm getting my British and my Aussie accents mixed up. It's embarrassing, really. Now then, commands, here we go. Oh my God, it's just blinding. Watch this. 3, 2, 1. Wow. I'm watching that on the replay next to me here. Oh, that's just so pink. Command, give the rocket an out of this world clean, please. Oh, well. Back in a jiffy, Gromit. Oh, crackers. Just me and one other guy, but it was good. We knew it would just be the two of you. That's so you had a major set for two of you. There you go. Go big or go home. There we go. Yeah, look at the size of this thing. This is awesome. Clean that flow. I love that this rocket has like this little Chesterfield or love seat or whatever. Oh, it's got some seats. It's got a lovely table. There we go. I'm just enjoying this. This is actually really lovely. Like, why is it all pink? What the heck happened in here? Oh, Tony, I wanted to ask you, did you do any, was it like a fundraiser? Did you raise money or so? And if so, what was the charity? I have a check presentation happening next week, which is kind of neat. Um, Me and a bunch of other members. Oh, good. Me and a bunch of other members are going to be presenting a check to the Make a Wish Foundation for the work that we did at Fan Expo. So we got one of each member, just of each Star Wars club, just kind of showing up and helping with the event. So it's pretty neat. They were kind enough to come out my way. What charity were you raising money for? There you go. Look at this. I'm getting better at using this type of system here. I really hope they don't get rid of the harpoon or the trident cleaner. I really like this cleaner. It just makes things more enjoyable. So I'm not worried about having to struggle with going over things again and again and again. It just makes it nice and easy. Oh, hang on. Shoot. I gotta check my trophies. I think I screwed up on one of the trophies. Um, in the moon rocket drive, clean the paintings inside the rocket first. Oh, crap. I missed one. Should I restart this thing? I almost want to restart this. Moon rocket. Wallace and Gromit. Hang on. Completed. Hang on. Let's hang on. I wanna get that trophy. Oh, nice. Pediatric department. That's great. Let's go back here for a sec. Start the job. Confirm. And then we can restart the job, or might have to just do it another time on my own, off camera. Okay, exit. Free play. Wallace and Gromit. Continue. Moon rocket. Oh, it's just got. You know what? I'll just do another time. I thought maybe I could redo it. Apparently, you have to do the paintings first inside, and I did not do that. Oops. Hello. Look at all the footprints. It's so cute. Even goes up the stairs. Look at the footprints up the stairs. Oh, you can clean that too. Oh, wow. Woo. Where's the paintings? There's paintings there. Yeah. All right. Well, lesson learned. There we go. Go over there. One of the things that we learned at the expo was in the Blaster Trooper booth. Typically, when we do the Blaster Trooper, to answer your question first, Tony, the Make a Wish Foundation contacted us. They will get the check made up. It's like they'll make the check and they'll present it to them. We'll present them with the check that they made for themselves. It's just for promotional purposes and stuff. So yeah, we talked about it. It's like, are we going to do this in costume or not? I think we just decided not to because it's too much of a thing that took us. I think it would have been better PR to do it in costume, but it's just trying to find the time, a change room, and we're doing it outside. It just became too much. So we'll do it out of costume, but with clothing that represents who we are. Maybe it would be nice if we get an R2D2 at the very least. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We can at least get that out of a truck or something. I'll hit up one of the guys, our droid builders. What was I talking about though? I totally forgot. Oh, one of the things we learned at Blaster Trooper booth. Hey, Mackie, how are you? Oh no! What? I'm sorry. I've been playing. I've not been playing GeoGuessr for a while. It's been a long, long week, and I thought there's a new update here, so I thought I'd play this. Hope you're doing well, Mackie. But so at the Blaster Trooper booth, the money that we typically when we do the booth, we would charge $5 for this type of blaster, or $3 for this type of blaster. If you buy it, you get two blasters. You get this. You spend this much, and it was always like a level of how much to spend for how many blasts you get. But one of the owner of Toy Traders, who was in charge of raising money for the Shriners Children's Hospital, he was like, why don't we just let them choose how much they want to donate? Well, no minimum, just by donation only. It won't restrict them, because a lot of them will be like, well, I don't have $5 on me, I won't bother. But you might be able to get at least $2 off somebody. Or some people would be just like, if you tell them $5, they'll pay $5. But if you leave it up to them, they're like, what the heck, $20. So, and it was quite successful. We raised over $3,000 in 3 days. I would say 3,500 almost in 3 days, just to shoot Nerf guns at me. And it was very successful. So much fun. And I think we'll try and do that again in Victoria when we do have our next convention. It's just let them decide. How much do you want to spend? It was really good, especially nowadays where we're kind of all struggling for keeping our wallets kind of close to ourselves, right? And just trying to make ends meet nowadays. Everything's costing so much, and that was before what was going on in the news. So, yeah, it was very successful. In the end, we were able to raise over $10,000 for both charities total. For the for Make-A-Wish Foundation and the Shriners Children's Hospital. That is wonderful. You raise for 1 day. One day is better than no days. And every little bit helps. It really does. So that's awesome that you're able to do that. Does your Ghostbusters crew have a Facebook site or so? There we go. This is looking good. I think Maggie didn't want to see power washing. That's all right. That's okay. This is a guilty pleasure of mine. Not so guilty, but a big pleasure. I'll do some GeoGuessr later. I think Jamie, me, and the gang want to do some GeoGuessr later on too, so that'll be a lot of fun. We're trying to figure out what games to play for next week. Actually, I think we're all going to be together. We're strongly pushing Ghostbusters. We're strongly pushing Ghostbusters, Spirits Unleashed. The only thing that's preventing us from doing Ghostbusters Spirit Unleashed is the fact that the audio, in-game audio, really blows. It might be a weird situation where we're all in Discord, and I have the mic close to my mic. So, or their speaker close to my mic, because the in-game is really tough. We're going to try it out, practice it first, and see what it's like. But it's not great. I know Jamie's very frustrated with it. Look at this. Cheese-tastic out here, Gromit. There is a way. Yeah, there's a way, but it's just... I don't know. I've never really tried it. Made it through Wednesday Day away, nearly at Cheddar Gorge. We'll have a right feast. It's hard to get Discord figured out. Sorry, I think I heard somebody knocking on my door for some reason. I don't know why I heard that. And it's happened before. Maybe not. I remember I was recording live one time, and I had a knock on the door. And it was a politician coming to my door to I guess, ring up some votes. And I can hear the piano. It was just to ring up some votes and stuff like that. And I was just no interest in what the guy had to say. Not because of the party, but because I just vote for you. I'm just so frustrated with our politicians in general nowadays, and I'm not going to get political, but it's just like, that's all I got to say right now. If I feel like I fall down a rabbit hole, that's just not meant to be here right now. There we go. There we go. Look at this. It's looking really nice. We'll get right in behind there. There we are. A ringly-dingly. There we go. There's that one. Yeah, I'm supposed to get all those paintings. That was a tricky one. There we go. Oh, there's lots of little pieces here that I'm missing. Anything else here? Oops. Oops. There we go. There. I don't know what to say today. I'm just kind of very chill right now. It's just been... I'm not chill today. I've been on edge the whole week, but it's just right now I'm just kind of enjoying... This is, like I said, very relaxing for me. Just getting all the little pieces there and getting all the dings, little dopamine dings. Nice, little clean. As I said, I'm looking forward to Power Washing 2 Simulator. I'm very curious to see what they do, how they evolve the game, I guess. But when I saw the trailer drop today, I was super excited. I was actually legit excited. I've had what was also nice, I had some positive response to the second video I put out for the Fan Expo. That was really cool. It's still under 100 views, and it'd be always nice to get more views, but it's still nice to see some people like interacting with it and enjoying it. So Tuesday, I think, is our goal. I'm sorry, I'm stuck on the thing here. I think we want to do it Tuesday. We just got to confirm things, but we plan to be online Tuesday for sure. Now, if it's Spirits Unleashed, I don't know for sure, because, like I said, we're kind of hesitant about it due to the audio issues. They're not great for audio. It'll be lots of fun though. We have lots of fun doing it, And it'll be great because you'll have Jamie and Hose Nose and Steve there, and they're a lot more entertaining to listen to than me. So, especially Steve 3, he's always got some weird thing to say. I find Steve 3 very entertaining to listen to. Actually, what am I talking about? All three of those guys are very entertaining to listen to. They're just kind of goofy and have their own sort of flow. I find that when I host, oh, thanks. I find that when I host an episode, I feel a lot more restrained in in saying things compared to calming. Hello, you're listening to NPR. Calming and putting people to sleep. I find as I host, I'm trying to keep control of everything. Whereas if I let somebody else host, like if Jamie or Hose Nose hosts, I can let loose a little bit more and be a bit more reckless, be a little more off the cuff. And then I find myself as I listen back, like for example, when Jamie was hosting one of the trivia, I try to fall back into the hosting position because it's my natural way because I'm typically hosting as it is, so I got to keep the flow going. The way I think it goes, and I got to stop that. I got to really stop. Like it's not up to me. It's Jamie's in control here, so shut up and just allow him to do what he has to do. And second of all, it's my teacher nature as well, because I'm always as a teacher, I am always trying to dictate the classroom, the flow, all that sort of stuff. I'm always trying to. I command the stage as a teacher, and so it's really hard for me not to let that go. I didn't realize that until just recently. That it's really tough for me to let that go and allow someone else to control the flow of something online. So I'm going to be hopefully get better at that. Oops, there we go. Because they definitely have a different flow, but as they'll probably say, hosting is very different than just being on the show. There's not a lot of behind the scenes stuff. It's actually pretty boring, the behind the scenes stuff. We're just kind of talking about what movies to watch and what we should do. But at the same time, we do, like, when we're not recording, we're just talking. It is kind of fun. There's a lot of fun stuff that's said that we don't put on the air, that we don't before we hit the record button. And I think that'd be kind of fun to do. Just kind of sit there and just goof around. Like I said, they're funnier people than I am. They're just more natural. I gotta learn more. I gotta learn to be more yes and very very, very just like we call it improv. It's too easy to try and make a joke at somebody's expense, and if you should do the yes and go with the joke, and then just kind of build off of it. All one time. Sorry. I should have an episode of recording all. I think for the most part, we're doing that now. The live ones. It's a little more natural, especially when off air. I find like when we go not off air. Sorry. When the recording's done. Sorry. Let me redirect that again. When the official episode is over, but we're still live, and so you can hear us goofing around and so that's when you hear at the end of the show, there's just a little bit of snippet here and there. So we're kind of a little more casual and just kind of making fun of each other or the situation or whatever. Because, like I said, when I'm hosting, I got to try and make it as perfect as I can, and then I screw it up because I'm not professional. I don't get paid for this, so I put more pressure on myself than I really should. Oh, hang on, this here. Holy cow, I'm missing a lot. This one's a tricky one. I've got lots of nooks and crannies here. I think this is the last one. It has to be the last level. Oh boy, I'm missing a lot of dirt on this one. We've been doing this for 10 years, and I know I've improved. I can hear the difference when I first started the show to now. I remember there was one episode halfway, like in season 5. I think it was just as Steve came on, where I was leading the show, and I barely let them say anything on the show. Anil, Jamie, and Steve 3. I barely let them get a word edgewise, and at the end of the episode, like, I remember preparing heavily for the episode. I can't even remember the episode it was, but I remember preparing heavily for it because I was so passionate about the idea, and then I barely let them get a word in edgewise. And as we finished the episode, I stopped, caught my breath. I'm like, what the hell did I just do? I barely let them say anything. Realization hit me like cold water. And I'm like, guys, I am really, really, really sorry. And they were very polite with me. And Anil was honest. He's like, yeah, it was kind of your show, that one. And it was. I appreciate him being honest with me. I felt horrible after the end. So I try to make sure that I don't talk as much. One of the things I have to do is a physical cue of covering my mouth. Not like palm to mouth, but like I'll put a finger to my lips or just curl it to my lips just to physically force myself to stop talking. I learned that off of a show called, I think it's Lie to Me, with who's the guy from Reservoir Dogs, Roth or something like that. He would talk about body language, and one of the things I remember picking up through osmosis was how people sometimes literally put their finger to their lips to shush themselves. So it's like they'll put their thumb under their chin and curl their finger to their lip to show that they're listening, but also prevent them from talking. And I remember that, and I do it now. And so it doesn't look like I'm not covering my mouth to look like I'm an idiot. But at the same time, I am covering my mouth to stop sounding like an idiot. So it's just like, I like it. And so I think you'll see it. It'll be like a dead air is I hate dead air. I hate dead air, but sometimes I need to let things linger a little bit. I feel too nervous about dead air, and so I feel I always have to talk. Jamie and the other 3 can slow the pace down a lot more in a positive way, not a negative way, but a positive way. I noticed they slow the pace down quite a bit. I try to get things going rapid fire, go, just because I want to make sure we get all the points in, and sometimes I rush through it. And so I've been trying to take more notes. I think this room's done, by the way. I'm trying to take more notes to keep myself on track and not miss anything. Okay, let's do this one here. I'm overly conscious of how I am, and I don't even get friggin' paid for this. I wish I felt more natural. You talk to any of us, we will always say something negative about ourselves or how we handle things, and that's just natural. I think everybody does that to some degree. Oh, that sucked. Oh, I hated that. Oh, I should have done this. I should have done that. Like we just did, the episode after the live one we did was all about cons, and Neil joined us for that one. It was a great conversation. I still have to, shoot, I have to edit that thing. I should edit it tonight. I just forgot I have to edit it. Oh, yeah, we are all our worst critic, eh? Totally. And so we just did one on cons, and I had so many notes, and I wanted to make sure we got through all of it, but not rush it. And we didn't get through it all. And we're like, well, I guess we're revisiting this one for another time. but because there was like all the notes that we had, there was so many cool things that Steve brought up and Hose Nose brought up and Jamie and Steve has tremendous amount of experience going to cons, way more than I do, and way more than Hose Nose does. He says, "Yeah, but we cringe at our own work, right? We cringe at what we make, but there's somebody out there. It's like, holy crap, that's amazing. Holy crap, this is awesome. Holy crap, it's like you're so talented." And we've seen how the sausage is made. We've seen all the mistakes that went into making it, all the mistakes that were running through our heads as we said it or did it or made it or built it. We see all that, so we know the flaws. God, we are so our own worst critic, eh? And we also have these expectations where I'm assuming when you're doing like the prosthetics or building all that stuff, you had this idea in mind. I'm assuming you had this thought like, this is how it's going to look like in my head. And then you make it. It's like, it's not quite how we want it to be. But so we kind of we know where to look. We exactly know where to look. Yeah. We have this idea we had in our mind, and it didn't happen the way we thought it was going to happen. So it's just like, I thought it was going to be better. I thought it was going to be this. Kind of forgetting that it's like, that was like really good. You step away from it, look at the forest from the trees, and it's just like, maybe we should give ourselves a little more credit, right? Give ourselves a little more love. Because I also think we know when we really did screw up. Whoa! I wish I had moon gravity here. That would have been awesome. I don't know if you can hear the neighbor upstairs playing the kid playing the piano. Yes, but also know that it's not so much flaws. We did the best we could, and my battery and my controller's low. I hope it still runs here. Hang on, I'm going to switch for a sec. I hope if it cuts out on recording, please forgive me. Still live? I got to check to see if we're still live here. Hang on. Are we still? Yep, we are still live. Awesome. Cool. Sorry, I had my controller battery was dying, so I had to quickly change controllers. There we go. This is There's certain things that I oh, hang on. Wait. Something happened here. I can move something. All right, anyways. We gotta love ourselves a little bit more in the end, so be proud of what we did. The fact we've been doing this for 10 years is amazing. And again, it's not like we can get canceled. It's not like there's a NBC is like, well, your ratings weren't good enough, so we're gonna have to cancel this. No, we're in charge of that. It's whether we get bored of it or whether we get tired of whatever it is that we're doing, or is it fun anymore? Is pretty much it. Is this fun anymore? It is. It's tons of fun. God, I remember when we first started this, it was very different. I can't listen back to the old episodes. I really can't. There's a couple I can, actually. I remember having a great discussion early in the first season where we were talking about comic strips. And that's when I started using different music for the video or for the podcast, because really, technically, I shouldn't be using copyright music. But nobody's listening to us. Not enough people are listening to us to care. So I remember our original theme song. It was made by Bulent's cousin, and it was good. I really liked it. It doesn't hold up now, but it was really good. But I think I might have used it as one time in a anniversary episode or something like that. But I like using modern music now. But I remember we did a episode on comic strips, and at the end, I used this song that I discovered that was related to Bloom County, something about the dandelion fields. And I liked the song so much, and it wasn't a hit. It wasn't like getting a Michael Jackson song or anything, or Tragically Hip. It was a small unknown song, and I thought, well, let's give it a shot, and if we get flagged, then we know not to do this again. And we didn't get flagged. And I was like, okay, let's keep doing this, because it just adds a little bit more. We're really, like, who are we hurting, to be frank? I honestly don't. We're not hurting anybody. It just adds to the show, and it's fun. So I'm really not too worried. And if we were forced to stop, I don't know what we're going to do with all the episodes we've had, music and stuff. That's going to be a pain that took us. We originally started the channel. So I'd listened to a lot of podcasts before starting one. Found a lovely crop of Gorgonzola, Gromit. Filling me boots out here. So I listened to a lot of podcasts. One of the ones I listened to a lot was this old Screw Attack channel. If you remember the Angry Video Game Nerd, Screw Attack was one of the early online websites that played the Angry Video Game Nerd. So Stuttering Craig and all those guys. Huge fan. And so Screw Attack had Side Scrollers podcast, and I would listen to that all the time. I wasn't a big gamer at the time, still not. I wasn't a big gamer at the time, but I did love listening to them talk about games and them goofing around and all that sort of stuff. So I listened to them on the regular. I've actually had Stuttering Craig, or Craig Skistimus, on our show about 6 years ago. When Screw Attack ended and he started doing his own stuff, I invited him on the show because he kind of knew who I was. Because when they had their show, I would pop by and do quick video questions, because they always had a question section by the fans, the G1s they called them. And my name at the time was G1 Quixote, of Don Quixote. So I would ask a question using weird, lame stop-motion animation with this Mr. Miracle action figure. And one of the questions was, I have a new kid on the way. I want you to give him a G1 name. And they gave him the name Lil 8-Bit, which was cool. And so Craig kind of started to know who I was based on my G1 name. And then eventually I reached out to him and told him who I was. And yeah, he's like, oh yeah, G1 Quixote. And and so I talked to him, but I listened to the podcast, and I liked it how he connected to the listeners, and I just enjoyed listening to him. And I was like, I really wish I could do something, but I don't know what. And then I got to talking with, is that dirt? That's dirt. I got to talking with my friend Bulent and Anil, and we were like, hey, you ever thought about doing a podcast or something like that? And we kind of threw around the idea, but nothing really happened. Fast forward a year, and we go watch Mick Foley, Mankind from WWE. Me and Neil go to a Mick Foley comedy show because he was on tour, and he was talking about all the stories about his life in the ring and stuff about, Diamond Dallas Page and Undertaker, all that sort of stuff. So he's telling stories about his time on the road. And oh yeah, this guy's amazing. Real quick, when we went backstage, I paid to get an autographed picture, which I still have up in my room, in my classroom. And we went to shake hands, and his daughter, who was working with him, working the booth, said he doesn't shake hands. And he made a joke like, I can't shake hands because my hands are like chalk at this point. It'll just, because people take it a little bit too far. Oh, he's a tough guy. I'm going to give him a tough guy handshake. And the handshake is sacred. It's sacred in the wrestling business. Anyways, me and Neil went to the comedy show. because it's Mick Foley. We went to and the tables. It wasn't It wasn't seats like at a movie theater or a concert. There was a little bit of that, but there was also long tables where you just sit down with a bunch of strangers and have a beer and listen to the comedy show, like a picnic table or something like that. So we sat down at this table with his father-son team, and oh dang it, I wish I could remember their name. We actually invited him on the show. The son had a podcast of his own based on the Vancouver Canucks. And so we just got to talking, and he was telling us about the podcast and what he does and how it works and some of the fun that he does. And it was great talking to him. And we made sure to get his contact information because I was like, this sounds like a lot of fun. Show ends, meet Mick Foley, get his autograph, fist bump, go to the car. Me and Neil look at each other and was like, let's do a podcast. Let's do this. Why not? Let's try this out. And Neil is a great guy with a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, very humorous. Bulent, you want to talk knowledge? This guy friggin' knew everything about everything. Bulent is very, very knowledgeable when it came to movies, TV. Like, he was a wealth. He was like our own little Wikipedia. And me, I just had the idea, and I had somewhat of a voice. So, and they immediately said that I should host it and take control of it, as like keep the pace going, not take control of the podcast, but take control of the pacing. And we started getting together, and we recorded and so Bulent's brother, I think, had an office downtown, an empty office that we could borrow and record. We got a mic off a teacher friend of mine. It was like a Zoom mic that we stick in the middle of this table, and we just start talking. And we plan an idea, okay, what are we going to talk about the first episode? What are we going to talk about the second episode? And blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I got to move this sucker out of the way. Can I go over there? Can I move you over here? I got to get this out of the way, and it's in the way. You're in the way. There you go. And so we recorded a first episode, and we were making inappropriate jokes about Fiji, because Neil's originally from Fiji. I think it was a place called Suva, but I was making some joke of Snuva, which was the name of the Chewbacca when he was a bounty hunter. And so I was making a Snuva joke, and he was calling me racist as a joke and stuff like that. And we recorded for an hour, ended the episode. I still have the raw audio somewhere. Record for an hour, stopped, and then as I hit the stop button, me and Anil looked at each other, because we're both educators, and we're like, we better talk to our admin and see if we're allowed to do this. Because the stuff that we said on this episode could be seen as very inappropriate as educators. If you're a regular person, not a problem. As educators, we are kind of at a different standard. So we had to talk to our admin and say, we're doing a podcast. Is there anything we should know? And so my admin said, who kind of basically walks the line of a little more cautiousness. He's like, all right, so when you do this, talk like your students are listening, talk as if their parents are listening, talk as if the administration's listening, as if the school board's listening. If you can't say things in front of those people, then you probably shouldn't be saying it. And we were like, oh crap. All right. Well, that episode's done. We can't air that episode. I had to do a whole bunch of research beforehand, by the way, to figure out how to make this work, how to record, how to upload, how to get a domain, all this sort of stuff. I was learning from scratch. It took me quite a few months to test the mic, to learn information, record, all that sort of stuff. I did a ton of research, and it was easier than I expected, to be frank, but still was really hard. And so Anil was kind of told the same thing. His was a little more lax because he's a high school teacher, and so we're like, we got to re-record that. Buell, on the other hand, He works for a job that just doesn't care that much. Like that the educator student is like, I don't know what the problem is, guys. I don't see why this is a big deal. You know, they know you're not racist. They know you're not a mean person. It's just like it doesn't matter. It does not matter. So for years we would do the show without swearing. I would have to bleep it out, or we just didn't swear. We were very cautious about what we said for years. And then we met Steve 3. When Steve 3 came on the show as a guest and eventually as a co-host, I had to bleep him out constantly because Steve didn't give a crap. He did not care. He was swearing up and down. And so I came to a point where I was like, do I use the beep sound? You know, when somebody swears, it goes beep. You know, do I use that sound, or do I just use dead air? Like when you're listening to a song on a radio, they just put dead air for that split second. You know they said something, but you didn't hear it. And sometimes if you're not really listening, you don't know they swore at all. And so I did dead air because I found that the beeping was too intrusive, too rude. Dead air was better. And then, so as that went on for a few episodes, I got tired of doing it because holy crap, it had much more it had much more time to my work level. And and Steve really tried to ring it in, tone it down, and not swear. But he was starting to become limited by what he had to say. And when we talk in normal talk, we talk like that. We're talking like we're swearing. We're making rude jokes. We're doing that. It's natural. And I felt we were restricting ourselves. And so at one point, we did the review. We did, what was it? Demolition Man. We reviewed the movie Demolition Man. And if you remember Demolition Man, in that, he still shares that much. So I'm trying to. Sorry, I've got to put glasses on. I'm trying to think if he still shares it much. Doesn't jump out at me. Well, he swears. I stopped when we were watching Demolition Man. One of the scenes in Demolition Man, every time Sylvester Stallone swore, you would hear this. That would be one credit for violating the language rules or something like that, right? You hear this British thing. And so on that episode, Steve would swear. I let Steve swear. I didn't say, okay, Steve, you can swear all you want. It was in post-production. Or I think we realized it in the episode. Like every time he swore, I would do that. And you've been fined one credit or something like that every time he swore, and it would be faint and in the distance. So if you listen to the Demolition Man, you can hear it, but it's not intruding on the conversation. We didn't put a limit. It's as if we fined him for swearing, and it became a lot more fun. And so the next few episodes, I think I kept that in. And so if he swore, oops, I'm falling down. If he swore, I would do the Demolition Man thing and say he was fine, but not edit it out. And then at the point, that started adding more work to me. So I was just like, screw it. And then I realized, you know what? We've been doing this for so many years. Only one teacher knew I was doing the podcast and actually listened. The guy who lent me the mic. He actually was a listener for a long time. Great. Zach. Zach is awesome. I love Zach to death. So Zach, who lent us the mic, he was actually a listener. And nobody else listened. Nobody else cared. So if nobody's listening, why are we trying to censor ourselves so much? Let's just talk normally. And it's still funny because we run into friends who are like, who know we have a podcast, and then when they listen for the first time in a long time, and we can tell they haven't listened in a while because they're like, when did you guys start swearing? And it was just like, dude, we've been swearing for years now. We've given up. And it's like, are you still a teacher? I'm like, yeah, but nobody cares anymore. Like, my students don't listen to me. A couple have found the podcast, but what we talk about is boring. We're not talking about skibbities, toilets, or we're not talking about whatever the heck they want to talk about. It's boring to them. They don't want to listen to 4 50-something guys talk about movies from their day and age. They don't care, so they're not listening. I had one parent who listened for a little bit, thought it was a cool idea, and he kind of, he just found other things to listen to, which is fine, it's natural. So, since nobody's listening to us, nobody's complained, we've been swearing for close to a year now, and not one single person has complained about what we said. Because it's not like we're saying anything political, we're not talking about our jobs, we're not talking about our students, and I've heard podcasts do that. God, my students swear more than I do. I had students swearing today. And it's just like, it's natural. I don't want to promote it, but it's natural. So there you go. Let's just go on with our lives and not restrict ourselves with what we have to say. And it's been a lot more freeing. I feel a lot better knowing that I don't have to worry about censoring myself with language. We still have to be respectful. If I started saying some weird stuff and started talking about, hey, this race, or hey, that gender, or hey, this political idea, or whatever, oh my gosh, yeah, I think I'd have more issues. Because there's still expectations as an educator. You are still expected to behave in a certain way, and I want to respect that. I will never talk about certain students because it's just, I've heard other podcasts do that. I remember hearing one Star Wars podcast do that, and I think I've talked about it before, so I won't get into it. But like, when the students know that they are being talked about, that's rough. You're singling them out. That's no. So let's just keep work out of it. And we also don't want to. I have gotten in trouble for venting about my job on social media years ago when social media was relatively new, and I learned a hard lesson that day. And I got to learn to just keep your mouth shut, because you don't know who's listening, you don't know who's watching. So, but at the same time, so I feel confident with the podcast. So that was a long answer. How did the podcast start? It basically McFoley helped start it with the help of oh dang it, I wish I remember his name now. It'll come to me after the episode's over. But the Canuck podcast. The Canuck podcast had long ended because he had a child and his co-host had gotten into other things. But every once in a while, I still ran into him because he actually lived in my neighborhood. It was a coincidence that he was actually close by to where I used to live. I remember when I got my new personalized license plate. I got my license plate to match the podcast. I can say it, I don't care. It's GXW. That's my personalized license plate. And one like 2-3 days after I got it, and I was driving around, he's like, You wouldn't happen to drive this type of car with this type of license plate, would you? I'm like, yeah. I was like, that's why I thought it was you, because he knew about the license plate and stuff. It was quite funny. So I originally wanted to get Rees as my license plate, and when I asked for Rees, so REEYEES, and I asked for Gen X Wing as a personalized license plate. Now, dumb Rob should have read the instructions, although the person who took my money to have the license plate done should have also told me about this as well. But GXW is my third or fourth choice or something like that. Apparently, you can't have 7 letters. It's against the rule. It has to be 6 letters or more than two or more, 6 and less. And there's a certain combination you have to do for personalized license plates, all that sort of stuff. So I didn't read the instructions very well, and the person who took my money didn't tell me the instructions very well, or didn't know himself, and it ended up like all the others were rejected because Reese is 7 letters and Gen X Wing is 7 letters, and it's so GXW was like like I said, third or fourth choice, and they accepted that. And so when I got my license plate, they didn't tell me which one I got until I'd actually looked at it, and I was actually slightly disappointed. I've had that license plate for like 6 years now, so I don't mind. My mom used to have the one called La Brat. It was for her La Baron. We even took a picture of her like she was in a mugshot. Ecto works. Ecto's nice. That's a good one. I think I think the Ecto 3 or 1 or something like that. The Ghostbusters of BC have an Ecto license plate, I believe. It's on a Prius. Can't get more Vancouver than that. So yeah, that's really cool. I love the fact they got an Ecto. I'm gonna hopefully get my new car soon. They say it's May, June, and I guess I can transfer that license plate there. But I'm looking forward to getting it. It's going to be a Crosstrek. I need a Subaru for the winter, the 3 days of winter that we have here. But my car is it's hitting its limit. But apparently there's jokes on people who drive a Subaru that I was not aware of. I don't give a crap. Who cares? People, it's not like I'm driving a Tesla right now and everybody's trying to torch the son of a gun. So I'm so glad I didn't do that. But I feel kind of bad. I feel not so bad, but it's just like the people who have these Teslas are receiving the brunt of a lot of people's anger right now, whether it's right or wrong. So, Subaru. Hello, Kevin. How you doing, sir? Yeah, so I'm looking forward to having the Subaru and just getting a new car. It's been like my last new car was 12, 13 years ago. 13 years ago, before Scott was born. So, and this car has done me well, but it's time to move on. I was supposed to get in late February, early March, but all the blue, they're like, oh yeah, no, it's going to be May, June. Like, you guys told me it was going to be February, March, and I was driving this sucker into the ground. So, oh well. Oh, I can't imagine. Yeah, I guess you got to get a new car too now after the accident, right? What car did you drive before? I hate buying cars. I'm not a fan of buying cars. There's so many things in these new cars. I literally walked in there and it's like, well, what are you looking for? A power steering, or not power steering? Sorry, heated seats. Talk all this tech stuff. You know, keyless entry. Blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, I'd be surprised if I get a car that I don't have to roll down the window still. Ford Edge. Oh yeah, I recognize that. I'm not a car guy, but I do recognize the Ford Edge. I'm just like, and so he starts showing me all these things on these new cars, and I'm like, I don't care about that. 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 This big giant computer panel on the front now. I'm like, dude, I still have a CD player, and this is just so much stuff I'll never use. And he's just trying to sell me all these high tech things. I'm like, dude, I don't want anything else to do with computers. I don't care about keyless entry. I don't care about wireless chargers and stuff, and they'll overheat things. And so eventually I got the base model, and then as I was looking at anything a little higher, I'm like, okay, let's get a little higher now. Let's splurge a little bit. And so, like I said, I got a Crosstrek. It's orange, and I think that's why it's taking so long, because apparently orange is not a common color, and it's like being made as we speak or something like that. So I was a little concerned with all the tariffs that are happening now. When I heard the Trump talking about tariffs to begin with, I immediately contacted the owner, because I'd already put money down on this thing. And I said, if the tariffs go through, will I have to pay more now? Because I've already put money, and this may affect my decision. A bomb box for the con last week. Paid win. What's a bomb box? And it's just like, I was worried that I have to pay. He said that I don't have to do that. I'm still questioning it. I'm still concerned about it. Because he says it's from Japan. Like, okay. Boombox. Oh, okay, yeah. Boomboxes, they still exist? Have a dual tape cassette record. You can record tapes off of each other and stuff. Make those mixtapes. Oh, I miss that. I miss recording off the radio. Kids won't understand these days. Kevin won't understand. That was before Kevin's time, I think. Kevin's a young pup still. Kevin's wise, though. Yeah, I am a little concerned the price will go up, even though I have signed papers, I put money down. They should, I understand correctly, they shouldn't be raising the price, so it might be be a blessing in disguise. The pencil trick. Are we talking? I had to record from the... Okay, so you did record from the radio. Nice. Okay. You're one of us, Kevin. You're one of us. I had tape after tape after tape of me sitting there waiting for the song to end, and I just record the next one.
I ain't no whippersnapper.
Record the next song, hoping it was the song I wanted, and like, no, it's not it. All right, stop, rewind, cue it up. Okay, wait for the next song. I remember him saying something about U2 coming on soon, within the hour or something. Most of my recordings like that. Like, I would still remember the DJ being cut off in certain songs now when I listen to it. Look, this is looking nice. I'm almost done. I think this is the last level. Here, come on over here. How do I get... This crater is causing problems, though. I'll have you know that I frequently tell my utes to get off my lawn. You say ute? What's a ute? The way you said that, I'll have you know, and I know I'm putting on the accent, but I'll have you know that I've frequently asked the juvenile delinquents to get off my lawn. Oh my God, I can't even reach that. Okay, this is a little bit frustrating. I can't even put the ladder there.
How am I supposed to do this?
Can I fit this here some way, somehow?
In my day, we tied an onion to our belt, because that was the style back at the time.
It won't let me put it here because of this stupid crater. Oh, hang on. There's something. I found a spot. Evil! Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Okay, this is still not ideal. Hang on. There we go. Oh, Kevin! Did you hear about there's a new Power Washing Simulator 2 game coming out? I talked about it at the start of the episode. The trailer was dropped today, or a teaser was dropped today. So Power Washing Simulator 2. Now, I will repeat myself a little bit here because I just in case, but apparently I read this small, quick little article that said it's going to focus on kind of fixing a few things that people wanted to enhance the enjoyment from the first game, and also I think with the money that you make, you can start spending it on things to decorate. Katie, can you hear me? Katie, can you hear me? Katie can't hear me. She ignores me all the time. But so yeah, you can also spend money on improving your home base. So it's like home decoration or something like that. So you get a little bit of money. Because I got look how much money I got. $56,000 that I can't spend on anything. So this is not working. The placement of this is not great. Look at this. I'm dodging like 2x4s here. There we go. Oh my god, I was looking at my screen and I saw this like mosquito or bug flying on top of the rocket, right. It's right up here now. And I'm following this bug. You can't see it, and I thought it was part of the game, and I realized there's a bug in my house. But but yeah, I thought I was losing my mind here. Like, wow, there's a fly on the moon. Danny, don't you know? Okay, this is not working out for me. I don't like this. There it is, right there. I can see it. It's the top of my screen. Go away. Go away. Can you guys hear the piano happening upstairs? He's a lovely piano player. There we go. Cling, cling, cling. Ah, no. Okay. Hmm. Back you out. Is there any way I can... I guess I might have to do it this way. Can I move it just a little closer? No, it won't let me go here. No. How about... I'm trying to find a place to stick this thing. I don't care what she said. I knew you guys were thinking that. All right. This is very tall, but it's not helping me. Extension time. There we go. Almost done. We're at 98%. Oh, I can see so many gaps. It's all connected to the rivets, I think. There's that. I think it's on the other side. I can't reach it. Dang it. Ah! Oh no! Go to the roof and jump on top. Whoa, whoa! Look at this. Okay, ready? What a jump! That was awesome. Okay, this is too close now. I gotta pull it back a bit. Kevin, are you going to Fan Expo, sir? Are you dressing up, sir? Are you going to be Phasma's handler? Did Katie appreciate the fact I put her on front and center at the on the advertisements for I said Fine Expo, but I meant Island Fan Con. Does Katie appreciate the fact that I put her front and center on the Island Fan Con ads for Outer Rim Garrison? I tried to put as many island boys on top of the on the cover there. So Dan was super excited. Be there, here, and there. Awesome. Dan was super excited because I put him on twice. The minute I posted, is like, great picture. I'm like, yeah, of course you think it's great. You're on twice. You're literally standing next to yourself. Nobody can tell though because he's got like two different costumes on, but they were good costumes. They were a little selection of everything there. That made Dan's day. Oh my god, I told him it's under the undercarriage. Okay, we're doing that last. Holy cow, how did I miss this sucker? I just got the biggest sigh. Is it a sigh from you or a sigh from Katie? I was doing it to help Katie. I was like, I'm her biggest fan. Okay, Katie, if you can hear me, by the way, Power Washer 2 Simulator 2 is coming out. If you can hear me, I actually have a Phasma jersey, hockey jersey. I'll try and wear it. I'll try and wear it for the trip. Nobody would have known. Yeah, we can't. Nobody knew it was Dan because all their faces are covered. But oh, she loves you on the cover. Oh, so was it a sigh of over the sigh of that I typically hear whenever I'm talking and she just gets frustrated with listening to me? That type of sigh. It's funny because it's true. I missed the ladder here. I gotta get the ladder. Oh, look at this mess. Look at this mess. I totally missed that. Has Dan made it official yet? I can't tell if Dan's made it official. Or is it? Are we still in? Is the costume still being worked on? So I can't remember if it's been approved or not. Troopers with no helmets on. For ones, the show's coming up. Oh no! Really? For Andor? Oh, that's big news. That's big news in the costuming world. That's going to give so many people excuses to wander around without a bucket on. And I can tell you right now, a lot of troopers love wandering around without a bucket on because it makes them feel like a big man. I I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing here? Cooker body. What's the cooker? What is the cooker? Is this the cooker? Oh, you're the cooker. I thought I got you. Yeah, because a lot of troopers like wandering around without a bucket on. And I get it for the most part. Oh, there we go. Repairs that she's been putting off because it's a non-trivial process. It's in a non-trivial process. They didn't look like normal trooper uniforms, though. I'm very curious now. I gotta take a look at I haven't looked at it. I'm on the fence with Andor. There's some really cool stuff that came out of the TV show and some really boring ass stuff that came out of the TV show, and I'm trying to figure out which one I want to watch. The boring ass stuff and just accept it, or just hang on for the cool stuff. Cooker compartment. I'll watch it anyways. It's Star Wars. I like it. Okay, that's that. Some sanding, some rechroming, some clear coating, polishing, Velcro, padding, sorry. That's paddling. Oh, so you got a little bit of work on there, but it sounds like, oh my gosh, it sounds like it's going to be so cool. Hang on, it said nose. Where, the nose? What? Rocket body nose cap. Rocket. What's the nose cap? Oh, is that the? Duh. Is that the thing on the top of the rocket? Can I climb up there? How did I miss this sucker? I started there. Boy, oh boy. Rocket control coolant tank. Rocket control handbrake. Rocket control headphones. Is this all inside? I think this is the thing that's inside here. Oh yeah, that's all this. Well, oh yeah, now I can see it. Okay, that's that. Dan approved in person, but she still needs to get photos. All right. Well, let me know when you get the photos because I'll give you the red carpet treatments. Listen. You can hear it. Oh, it's so cool. You can hear it. Ling, bing, bing, bing. The one thing about Wallace and Gromit, the cartoon, especially the first one, it was very quiet. It was subtle. You can hear it didn't need a lot of music being played in the background to distract you. And we've determined that it needs a clear coat over the chrome for better longevity. I'm gonna read all your things like that. I don't want to read that again. We have determined that it needs a clear coat over the chrome for better longevity. By Jove, I think we've got it. By the way, Kevin, you write really well. I love how you write, sir. It's succinct, to the point. I love it. Rocket control handbrake. I'm just talking out of my ass half the time, just like I write out right out of my ass half the time. Rocket control headphones. Oh, where's the headphone? Oh, right. How did I miss you? Why use lot words when few words do trick? I never got that compliment. I like Tony. That's funny. Rocket interior lamp. Oh boy, I'm missing a lot in here, didn't I? There we go. Um, rocket interior mug. Oh my god, how am I missing all this? That was one of the first things I aimed for. Oh, jeez, look under. I forgot the undercarriage here too. Wow, what did I miss on this table? Is it inside the mug? Oh, it's inside the mug. There, there we go. Oh boy. Rocket interior armchairs. Okay. Oh, there we go. I see you, baby. Shaking that ass. Rocket interior shovel. There was a shovel in here? Oh, look at that. There it is. There's a shovel. It's a shovel it is. It's for going to the beach. There we go. Oh, 3 left. Picnics, shopping bag, rocket base, rocket portals. Okay, let's do the rocket portals first. Or portholes. Rocket portholes. The holes of the port. Is that the outside or inside? That looks like it's the outside. All right. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. It's all a ruse. Use big word, make coworkers think I know what I'm doing. Use big word. Coworkers think I'm big brain. Me brain am big. Me coworkers brain am small. Something, something, fake it until you make it. You're getting too technical now, sir. Something, something, fake until you make it. Oh, that was more like my George Takei. I'm George Takei. Oh my. All right, Rocket Face. That's the picnic shopping bag. All right, I apparently missed this one here. Is it this one? I'm pretty sure it's this one. Oh my. 1, fake it. 2, 3, make it. Right. Yeah, I got it right. 1, collect underpants. Step 2, step 3, profit. It's picnic shopping bag. Here we go. Yeah, that's it there. I read you like a book. All right. Last one. The rocket base. The undercarriage of the rocket, some would say. It is heavily soiled, it is. Oh boy, this is a tricky one, actually. All right. Well, this is actually trickier than I expected. Me brain am big. Your brain am small. Me use words the big to make it sound like I am intelligent. Yay! To earn a trophy, we have touchdown. Let's stand back and look at this glorious bastard. It's lovely. All right, everybody's favorite part, the instant replay. So can you say any more about the Ghost? We signed contract. Not yet. I don't want to say it because Jamie's not here. I think we might mention it on the live show next week because I think it's official now. But a contract was signed. All right, here we go. There's me working in the inside. Look at me go, yay! Well, I wasn't as organized as I usually was, but there you go. A hull full of cheese and my how oh sorry, a hull full of cheese and my how our rocket sparkles. Wash lads a marvel. Phew, after all that, I'm feeling pretty peckish. Set coordinates for tea time, Gromit. Back to home, clean home. Way hey! I think that's the end. That is the end. I've done it. Yay! Congratulations to me. There we go. So that's the Wallace and Gromit thing. Continue? The moon? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that is it. That's all of them right there. It says rest. Oh, I can apparently restart that. I didn't know you could restart that. Huh. Interesting. Is that on other ones? How about Shrek? Oh, you can. It said late 2025. Power Washer 2, late 2025. Um, yeah, so I know that, like I said, there's a 15, 20-second trailer that came out, and half of that involved the little garden gnomes jumping on a button, which was really cute, but it didn't show me what the game was about. But I saw there was like parade floats and weird houses shaped like a teapot and all that sort of stuff. Apparently, we kind of go back to the town of what was it? Oh, I can't remember the name of the town anymore. I think it probably says right here. Um, what is the name of the town again? Free play, locations. I'm starting to blank now. Anyways, so I think we could go back to the town, and I guess there's more story and lore that happens here. And other than that, they didn't say much. It was like it was a teaser trailer. So there you go. All right, I'm going to go now. I'm going to just get some rest, and Scott's going to be phoning soon. What time is it right now? No, it's only 7:30, but I really need to rest. I'm so tired. Sorry, I'm just looking at. Yeah, yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Tony. We'll see you later. Thank you, Kevin, for popping in. Say hello to Katie for me, if you must. Use the big words to say a greeting to Katie. And I will. Sorry, I'm just doing distracted. I will talk to you guys later. I'll do like we're definitely going live on Tuesday. We'll find out. I should do some advertisements on that. Jamie asked me to do that. We'll probably do it this weekend. And if I go live before then, I don't know. I might. Who knows? But yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Oops, hang on. I gotta hit the right button here before I embarrass myself. Because I don't want this broadcast to stop before I just I say finish